Salam, everyone. Welcome to Kundalini Yoga. This is Tina, and today we're going to do the Trifecta of Kundalini Yoga. And these are 3 different meditation sets. They're actually quite active meditation sets, and we'll do some spinal warm-ups in between because it's a lot of sitting. These meditations you can easily do from a chair. You could do this whole set from a chair. You can do it sitting in cross-legged position like I am, sitting on a bench. You can sit like this. You can straddle a bolster. There's all kinds of ways that you can do these kriyas that we're going to teach today. Okay, so first, let's start with the tune-in. And the tune-in that we utilize in Kundalini Yoga, the type of yoga that we're practicing today, yoga and meditation, is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And what that simply means is we're aligning ourselves with infinite source power, that creative source of the universe. And we are connecting ourselves to that, remembering who we are, remembering that we're much bigger than these physical bodies right here. And we're also tuning into each other, even though we are practicing the social distancing. We're still tuned into each other in this online live format. So thank you for joining us today. Let's rub the hands together. The mantra is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Bowing to all of the teachers that have come before us, calling on angels, ascended masters, all of the gurus that have led us to this very spot that we're sitting in today. Bring your hands to heart center. Press the knuckles of the thumbs right at the sternum. Inhale deeply. Close the eyes as you exhale completely. Your shoulders come back and down, sitting up very tall. Have length in the back of the neck. The chin is down and slightly back. Inhale deeply to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Suspend the breath, engage the root block, pull up on the pelvic floor, pull in at your navel strong, squeeze, lift at the heart center, press the palms together, press the tongue to the roof of the mouth, keep the eye gaze focused, and exhale, and release the mudra. Beautiful. And just feel how you feel for a moment. After tuning in, you can really feel the vibration and the opening up. They call it the conch, opening up all of that space that sits right behind the nasal passages. And then you vibrated the pituitary, and you have the vibration at the heart center, activating the vagus nerves as you touch the thumbs as they're pressed against the the sternum. So you're actually doing quite a lot in that tune in. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of breath of fire to start with, and we'll do it in a different way. I like to straddle a bolster sometimes to really make sure that my spine is straight, that I can sit up tall. You can, like I said, you can do this in a chair, or you could be cross-legged. So this is called breath of fire with lion's claw. So you kind of make these like lion's claws, right? Like you're gonna, and then the breath, it's the breath of fire, but you're gonna be doing this alternate crisscross over your head. So first, get the motion. Begin alternate crisscrossing over your head. And then you can begin the breath of fire, which is an equal inhale and exhale through the nose. Now, if you're pregnant, you're not doing that breath of fire. You're doing long, slow, deep breathing as you do this. So no navel pumping if you're pregnant. Opening up the lungs, opening up the rib cage so there's more space. Adding prana to the body. Good, you're doing great. Keep going. Giving your immune system a real boost here. You're doing fantastic. Just a little bit more. Every cell in my being vibrates with infinite source energy. Good. Inhale deeply. Open up. Hold the breath. Pull the navel in strong. That gets rid of depression. The breath held in with the navel pulled in strong. Open up. Receive. Cannon fire the breath out the mouth. Inhale deep. And hold and pull that navel in really strong. Engage the root up. Pull up in the pelvic floor. Squeeze. Receive life. Cannon fire out the mouth. One more time. Inhale deep. Pull the root block. Strong root block. Pull the navel in really strong. Like you're pulling your belly button to your spine. And cannon fire out. Good. Shake it out. Beautiful. Good work. Good. Straighten out your shoulders. cat-cow to warm up the spine before we do the first kriya. Actually, cat-cow is a kriya in and of itself. So come onto the hands and knees. So even if all you have time to do in the day is cat-cow for 3 minutes, you've done a Kundalini Yoga Kriya. And you're simply going to be moving from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. So hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Inhale, drop the belly. Look up, stretch up, opening up the heart. Exhale, shift your chest round the back. This away from the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, look up, stretch up. Exhale, chest round the back. Pressing away from the mat, arching the spine. Good. Going slow at first. Good. Just go slow and go at your own pace. You're matching the breath to the movement. Inhale, vibrate Sat. Exhale, vibrate Nam. More breath. You should be able to hear your breath in this movement. Clear your nasal passages if you need to. Moving the fluid from the base of the spine all the way up to the brain. Good, and when you're ready, go a little bit faster. Beautiful. Inhale, look up, stretch up. Exhale, chin to chest, round back, press away from the mat. Hold that navel in strong. Inhale, come to neutral spine. Exhale, sit back on your heels. Take your knees really, really wide now. As wide as you can take them. And then come down. So you're stretching out the inner thighs, stretching out the pelvis. And you might not be able to come all the way down, but just do your best. Bring your knees out as wide as you can, enough so you feel a stretch. And then if you can, put your forehead down to the mat. Take some long, slow, deep breaths here. If that's uncomfortable for you, just bring the knees in. And sit back on your heels. Press all the way way back, stretch your arms out in front of you. Just go less wide, just go to your own comfort. One deep breath here. Good. Inhale deeply. Exhale as you come up. And into easy pose. Beautiful. So easy pose is whatever's easy for you. We're going to get started on the first Kriya. Really, we're on our second one since we did cow. This is called Kirtan Kriya. And this Kriya has been studied the last 15 years by UCLA for how effective it is in calming and balancing the brain. And the study that they're doing is for Alzheimer's, specifically the caregivers of Alzheimer's patients, but what they found was that the Alzheimer's patients were benefiting greatly from it as well. So patients and the caregivers and our first responders have a tremendous amount of stress. And this Kriya, it's so easy and so beneficial. And by design, this Kriya opens up the pranic body, which will help us in the next one when we need to hold the breath a little bit more. So Kirtan Kriya, it's very simple, and there's a visualization that goes with it. The mantra that we'll chant is Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, and that balances all of the tattvas in the body. All the 5 tattvas: earth, air, fire, water, and space, ether. So what you'll do is you're going to take each of your fingers sequentially from the index finger all the way to the pinky, and you'll chant Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Index finger is Sa, middle finger is Ta, ring finger is Na, and pinky finger is Ma. And you always go back to the index finger, so you never go backwards. Sometimes I see people and they're going that way and then they go backwards from the pinky back to index. That is incorrect. So you're always going back to the index finger. Sa is always here. So just place your hands down on your lap or on your knees if you're sitting in this easy pose. And then you'll have a visualization as you're doing it. Your eyes will be closed, but you're visualizing light coming in through the crown of the head, which is back here. Think of a soft spot on a baby. So there's light coming from infinity into the crown of the head, bathing your brain, and then coming out the third eye point. So there's a wide L that is kind of shaped with the light coming in through the crown and out through the third eye. And you keep focusing on that light. Sometimes yogis are instructed to see the Sa coming in and out, and the Ta, Na, Ma. And we do this in 3 different voices. So the human voice, the angels, their lover's voice, and then the divine voice, which is silent. So the human voice, we're saying it out loud for 2 minutes. And then the lover's voice, we're saying it in a whisper. And then we'll go silent. Then we'll go back to the whisper. And then we'll go back to out loud. Okay, so you're actually doing quite a lot, even though it looks like you're just sitting here pressing your fingertips. You want to press your fingertips with a good bit of force, not too hard that you hurt yourself, but not too light that you're barely feeling it. Okay, so total mental balance to the individual psyche is what happens as a result of this meditation. All right, close the eyes. Visualize the light coming in. Now silent. Keep going with the fingers. Silently vibrating the mantra to yourself. Visualizing the light coming in through the crown of the head and out the third eye point, in the center of the forehead. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. Engage a gentle root lock, pulling up on the pelvic floor. Pull in at the navel. Exhale completely and just stay completely still. Still the mind. Keep the body still. Meditate here. Integrate the effects of the meditation. Satanama. Satanama is the Bij mantra Sat Nam, and it's broken down into its atomic components. So it's like you're splitting the seed. The Sat Nam, the seed mantra, is like splitting the atom. It has tremendous power. Sata Nama, life, death, infinity, rebirth. Beautiful. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And put the eyes open. Okay, beautiful job. Let's shake out the legs a little bit. Bring some blood flow back there. You can rub the knees in a circle. You can pat down. You can rub your ankles in a pat down the inside of the legs. And we're going to just do some more with the spine before we go into the next Kriya. So I would like you, there's different variations that you can do for this. These are Sarabandhendes. In Sarabandhendes, you go from triangle pose, so you come up into triangle, or sometimes referred to as down dog. But in triangle, you try to have your heels on the ground, your heels touch, so that all points of the hands and the feet are touching the earth. And from here, you come to up dog. So it's down dog to up dog. These are Sarabandhendes. Okay, triangle to up dog. Now, if that's not available to you, you can be here doing cat-cow, just like we did before. So your choice, you're going to do one of those two things. I'll give you some music here. ready, do the Sarvada things. Inhale, exhale back. Good job. Just do what feels good. Maybe you want to go a little slower and hang out in the down dog a bit more. Stretch the calves. You're doing great. For those of you that can't do either of those, for whatever reason, you can do spinal flex, just like this. Just from a chair. Just flexing the spine, shoulders back, heart open, and then shoulders round forward, and the chest comes back. You know what works for you. Inhale to come forward or up. Exhale back. Just moving the spine. Okay, just do 2 more. And then press yourself back down into a child's pose. And rest on here. Hands stretch way out in front of you. Stretch the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. And bring yourself back up. Okay, we're going to go to the next Kriya, which is called Sudarshan Chakra Kriya. It's the highest of all Kriyas in yoga. So if you don't know anything else, just doing this is the most effective. I took a level 2, and when I was doing the level 2 teacher trainings, I took a level 2 course called Mind and Meditation, and the manual's pretty thick. And then on top of the manual, there's another book called The Mind, and it's a fabulous course if you ever get a chance to take Mind and Meditation. We'll have it here in Oceanside soon. And we're going through it 6 full days, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., working on the mind and the 81 facets of the mind, and all of the subconscious stuff happening there that gets in our way. And the teacher at the end of the course taught the Sudarshan Chakra Kriya, which is part of the course. And at the end, he said, you could just throw these manuals away and just do Sodarshan Chakra Kriya, and you've achieved everything in the course and in all those manuals. So that's how important and how amazing this Kriya is for you. And it involves breathing and holding the breath and pumping the stomach. So it's not comfortable to do if you've eaten a full meal. I don't suggest it. So best to do on an empty or relatively empty stomach. Okay, you'll be vibrating mantra, and the mantra is Waheguru. And as you vibrate the mantra, you'll be pumping the stomach with the breath held in. So you're going to take your left hand and put it in Gyan Mudra, like you're making the OK sign. The index finger touches the thumb. It's just resting down. You might want to have some tissue near you because you'll be breathing out your nose, so have that nearby if you need it. And then you're going to take your right index finger and block off the right nostril. And you'll inhale through the left. Hold the breath here, and then you'll pump the navel to walk, hey, guru, walk, hey, guru. You're not saying it, it's mental. Walk, hey, guru, walk, hey, guru, walk, hey, guru, walk, hey, guru. And gently pumping. If you're pregnant, you're not pumping your navel, you're just doing the breath, okay? No navel pumping for our expectant mamas. You do that 48 navel pumps, and then you're gonna exhale through the right. And then you start again, inhale through the left. The navel starts pumping, and then you'll exhale through the right. And we'll go to a specific beat, so you won't have to count 48 times. If you have your tissue, just kind of clear the nostrils. Okay, close the eyes. Focus at the you focus at the tip of the nose. So the eye gaze is right here toward the tip of the nose. And lock your eye gaze there. Inhale through the left. Sorry, let's start over. That was a little fast. Okay. Inhale through the left. Hold and pump. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Last round. Inhale deeply. Move the energy through the body. Shake everything. Good job, yogis. It's an advanced Kriya. Shake, shake, shake. You're just moving the prana, that energy through the body. Good. The shoulders, the legs. Shake it. Good job. Okay. Alright, that Sudarshan Chakra Kriya raises the Kundalini energy so effectively you might have found that you got very warm doing that Kriya, and you're just sitting here doing the navel pumps. Really, really good for the second and the third chakra. Really great for those chakras to activate and to strengthen the navel point and raise the Kundalini up the spine. Okay, let's do the third one. So the third one, you come on your knees. It's called Sat Kriya. And Sat Kriya is so incredibly amazing. It balances the lower and upper triangle. So you're really going to energize the heart and further bring that Kundalini energy up the spine. It is a daily practice for Kundalini yogis. I just want to read you some of the benefits of Sat Kriya. You do it at least 3 minutes a day, so it's not hard, but I know yogis that do it for 11 minutes. Some yogis do it 31 minutes. There's one yogi who's infamous that does it for 2.5 hours every day. The exercise works directly on stimulating and channelizing the Kundalini energy, so it's always practiced with the mantra Sat Nam. Sat Nam, that's the mantra we'll be saying with it. It strengthens the flow of sexual energy. It really helps with the second chakra, relaxes all of your phobias about sexuality, and allows you to rechannelize that energy into creative and healing energies. And people who are very maladjusted or who have mental problems will also benefit from this. So the neurological problems that benefit from Kirtan Kriya, or like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, it stops those in its tracks. That was the first one we did. This one helps with mental problems and phobias. So very good for your general health. All of the organs receive this great internal massage, and your heart gets a lot stronger. So you're here. Now, if this is unavailable to you, get that bolster and sit on the bolster. If that still hurts, then you can sit in the chair. This is easily done from the chair. And then what you're going to do, let me get the recording. So what you're going to do is have your hands together in prayer pose. This is if you have no drugs in your body, including Tylenol, Advil, anything. It's if your body is totally pure, you're like this. Now, if you've had whatever, any drugs, even prescription drugs in your body, you're going to interlace your hands like this. Men are going to have the right thumb over the left. Women are going to have the left thumb over the right. And then take your index finger, your Jupiter fingers, and point them straight up. And then you're right here. And your elbows are hugging your ears. Elbows hugging the ears. So you're sitting up very tall. The chin is down and slightly back. So you have length in the back of the neck. And as you chant Sat, you pull the navel point in, and Nam, you just relax it. So this is all navel point. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Eyes are closed. Sit up very tall. And we'll chant together.
Inhale deeply. And suspend the breath, engage the mudra. Pull up, rectum central gets a navel. Pull up and in, strong hold. Exhale.
Inhale.
Exhale. Hold the breath out. Hold the locks, root lock, diaphragm lock, shin lock, tongue lock, eye lock, and the third eye joint squeeze. Inhale deep. And exhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Shake out your legs. And the good news with Sat Kriya is you're always lay down when you're finished and rest. So please come lying down on your back and let's have a Shavasana. So just lie down now and relax. Relax the body. Relax the mind.
Stretching the arms up over the head, feet in the opposite direction. Move the head from side to side. Bring the knees into the chest, hugging them there. Rocks side to side, massage the low back. Beautiful. Now rub the hands together and the soles of the feet together. And rock and roll like you're a rocking chair, back and forth on your spine until you come all the way up into seated pose. We'll close this class today the same way we started, with our hands in prayer pose, the knuckles of the thumbs pressed against the heart chakra. Just being grateful for this time together, grateful for this practice, the wealth of information and energy generation that is the practice of Kundalini Yoga. It's feeling the effects of the yoga, the meditation, and the sound current. In these classes, we're offering by donation. The link is in our bio if you're on Instagram. The website is in our information on community yoga. If you're not a member already supporting us, we're so grateful for our members that are hanging in there with us, waiting for us to reopen when the time comes. If you're not a member, we greatly appreciate your donation. And even if you have no money to donate, if you donate a prayer for our center, just thinking about somebody left lines on our door the other day. That was so beautiful. Thank you. So just the good energy, the good thoughts, even if you don't have it in your capacity to donate money, is greatly appreciated. Okay, we'll close with the mantra Sat Nam, which you should be an expert at by now. And Sat Nam is I am the light of my soul, and that is truth. Truth is that essence and that light of my soul. Inhale deeply. Sat.